that down. Let's move on to this, shall we? Speaking of F1, was mentioning that, it's directed by Joseph Kosinski, who just so happened to direct Top Gun Maverick. And I don't know if you guys saw the pictures, but if you didn't know anything about the movie and just watched the red carpet coverage, you would think that F1 starred Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Because Tom Cruise, who of course worked with Joseph Kosinski on Top Gun Maverick, Tom Cruise is there hanging out. And of course, Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise go way back. Even before Interview with a Vampire, they've been friends a long time. And they were there, both of them represent the leads of the last two Joseph Kosinski movies. Well, in an interview with Variety, Kosinski floated an idea. And he hinted at maybe the sequel to F1 would actually be a crossover with Days of Thunder. This is what Kosinski said. This comes from the article in Variety. Said this: F1 director Joseph Kosinski spoke to GQ magazine UK and said that his dream for the sequel to his Brad Pitt racing drama is to actually bring in Tom Cruise for a Days of Thunder crossover. Well, he said, right now, it'd be Cole Trickle, who was Cruise's Days of Thunder character, and we find out that he and Brad Pitt's Sonny have a past, Kosinski said about the dream pitch. They were rivals at some point, maybe crossed paths. All right.
I'd watch the hell out of that.
If you guys watch my show regularly, you know this. Have Justice League and Avengers together. Have Star Wars meet Harry Potter or whatever. I'm usually the wet blanket that goes, can we stop at the crossover? Not everything has to be a crossover. I'm sold on this. I'm down. I'm totally down. After watching F1, and one of the things that you can tell, they kind of hinted at this in one of the trailers. Brad Pitt doesn't just drive F1. Like, he drives everything. The whole movie starts with him driving 24 hours to Daytona, right? Yeah. So he's driving all this kind of stuff. So whether you see, Cole move up to F1, or you see Brad Pitt's Sonny character go back to Daytona, or something else, pickup truck racing. I don't know. I don't follow the world of racing.
It'd be awesome.
What's that?
The Baja 3000 races. So
or
they're just
something
going
like
over
that.
dunes and out in the desert. Yeah, man.
I would absolutely 100%. I'm always poo-pooing on the idea of these fantasy crossovers, but Joseph Kosinski directing this, seeing what he's been able to do with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt, and the type of thrilling kind of cinematography and everything. Yeah, I mean, somebody asked not too long ago, Rob, on the show. Somebody wrote and say, "What do you think about them doing another Days of Thunder?" I said, "I don't think that's ever going to happen. But do it like this, sign me up." I don't know. You hear Kosinski's comments here. Would you be down for a Days of Thunder F1 crossover?
Yeah, well, first of all, I love Days of Thunder. I mean, obviously it's Top Gun on a racetrack, but I really liked it. I mean, Robert Duvall, everyone remembers Rubbins Racing, and all that. Nicole Kidman is in that movie. Michael Rooker plays a rival driver.
I always forget that.
I mean, the movie's great. It's fun. I mean, it is what it is. It's not, again, it's not some existential meditation on car racing. It is what it is. And I think putting them together is a natural thing to do. Creating the Days of Thunder, the F1-iverse. I mean, you're going to have to deal with Paramount, and you're going to have to deal with, but I think
then bring in Will Smith as Ricky Bobby, put him in the mix too. There's your $1 billion film.
I mean, that would be, you could, there's a lot, because you've got a younger cadre of drivers, and maybe there was a fatality or something that got in the middle of their friendship that one of them blames the other for and never forgave him. And, this rival.
Well, I'm not going to say much because you haven't seen F1 yet, but.
Oh, well, I mean, but something like that, I can see this rivalry developing why wouldn't you want to watch that? Star power, car racing. Who knows? I mean, you could even make him put a flying sequence in there. Brad Pitt, we found out that he's also a pilot.
Why not?
And have him do an air race scene.
Guys,
it wouldn't be that far-fetched. A lot of drivers they're mechanics by nature, and pilots are oftentimes mechanics.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it'd be like the Point Break without the crime. They parachute, they fly, they drive cars.
Yeah, just sign me up for this. I would be
I'm
so
in.
down. I don't think they'll do it. Just for the record, I don't think they'll do it. I just don't see this happening.
But they seem to be having a fun time on the red carpet.
Either way, right?
But listen, it's also I was going to say, if F1 makes $800 million, then I think this thing has a chance to happen. But since they're talking about like a $50 million opening, and we've got Jurassic coming, and we've got Superman coming, I mean, look, where this thing's financial lungs, F1's financial lungs, are going to have to come from the international
Of
market,
course, 100%.
where F1 is far more popular
Yeah.
around the rest of the world. I just don't know how big it's going to be. Because I used to think this was an $800 million film. I'm not so sure about that anymore, but I would love it if it did.
And this is an Apple movie that's being distributed by Warner Brothers. I think that's right?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
So again, if is that, I mean, I think
Yeah, I believe so.
yeah. So again, another. I hope it overperforms. I hope it gives Warner Brothers, in terms of a distribution deal. So we go from Minecraft, to Sinners, to Final Destination, Bloodline, to F1, to Superman, to Weapons. Just to keep Warner Brothers' streak going.
It would
I wanna
run
see
well
this,
for them.
Yeah, I want to see this movie make a lot of money.
All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think about this? Top Gun Maverick and F1 director Joseph Kosinski says his dream F1 thing that he wants to do is Tom Cruise's character from Days of Thunder and F1 and do a crossover movie together. Would you be interested in that? Would anybody even remember Days of Thunder? I don't know. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.